Good morning students. Today I am going to teach you Standard 7 Physics, in which the first chapter is physical quantities and measurement. So let us discuss first what is a physical quantity. A physical quantity is a quantity that can be measured. Like if you are going to a shop and ask the shopkeeper to give 2 kg of potato. That means what? You are asking the shopkeeper to give potato of having mass 2 kg. That 2 denotes the magnitude of that physical quantity and kg denotes the unit to describe that particular physical quantity. That is what? That is the mass of the potato. That means mass is a physical quantity that can be described in kg or gram or some bigger or smaller units as well, like milligram. Now we will discuss about another physical quantity, that is area. You must have seen these shapes in your earlier classes, like rectangle and square. Rectangle having opposite sides equal as length and breadth. You must have taken out the area of a rectangle as length into breadth. So it is the multiplication of two dimensions, either in centimeters or in meters or in some other bigger or smaller units. Square having all sides equal, so area of a square can be taken out as side into side. So that is equals to side square. So area can be measured in terms of meter square or centimeter square or some bigger or smaller units. The third physical quantity is volume and the next is density. There are many other physical quantities as well, but in your class you have to study regarding mass, area, volume and density. Let us discuss in detail about some other shapes whose area can be found out. These two rectangles and squares are regular shapes. So we can find by using formulas the area of the regular shapes. Now we will study to find the area of an irregular shaped object using a graph paper. Here I have taken a leaf placed on a graph paper. I have traced the outline of the leaf on the graph paper. Now what you have to do, you have to count the number of full squares, complete squares, and that is considered as 1 centimeter square. Now half or more than half, that number of squares are also considered as 1 centimeter square. We will neglect less than half that are included inside the area enclosed the leaf. Now sum of the squares will give the area of the leaf. Thus, using this graph paper method, we can find out area of an irregular shaped object as well. Coming to the next physical quantity, that is volume. You must have studied before regarding volume of a cube or a cuboid, that it is made up of different squares and cuboid is made up of squares or rectangles. The volume of a cube is given as side cube. Cuboid as the volume of a cuboid as length, breadth and height. So the unit to measure volume is centimeter cube or in meter cube. These are regular shapes again and solid shapes. To measure the volume of liquids, we use measuring cylinders or beakers. You must have seen the cap over the medicine. There is a mark in milliliters given. We used to measure the medicine in that cap and then we used to take it. We can convert the liters and milliliters in terms of centimeter cube and meter cube as well. Like 1 liter is equals to 1000 milliliter. So, and 1000 milliliter is equals to 1000 centimeter cube. In other terms, we can also say that 1 milliliter is equals to 1 centimeter cube. Thus, we can convert the units from centimeter or meter to milliliter and liters. Now, if we want to measure the volume of irregular solid, so what we will do? We will take a measuring cylinder, we fill it with water and then put a solid shaped object inside it. We will see that there is a rise in the liquid level. When that liquid level will rise, we will find the difference in the volume between initial and final volume. That reading, that difference in the volume will give the volume of the water displaced by the solid. So, we can find the volume of the irregular shaped solid by using that method. Now, let us move to the another physical quantity, that is density. What does it mean? It means how heavy or how light that object is. That means heaviness or lightness of an object is given by density. Let us discuss it by taking some examples. Like, if we will take 1 kg of sugar and 1 kg of stone, both are of equal mass. But if you put it in the same container, but they will occupy different volume. In second case, if you take 1 glass of water and 1 glass of oil, both occupy equal volume of 1 glass. But if you weigh it, you will find they are having different masses. That means if the masses are same of two different objects, they occupy different volume, and if the volume of two different objects are same, they can have different masses. That means density is given by the relation of mass and volume. So, density is defined as mass per unit volume. We use the sign of rho that you can find in your book as well, that rho is equals to mass per unit volume. The unit for mass is kg and the unit for volume is meter cube. So, the unit for density will get as kg per meter cube, or in smaller unit in CGS system as gram per centimeter cube. In our next video, we will discuss more about density and volume with some sums or numericals.